Oh, I hope everyone is having a great week. This week, I want to share with you a story about these group of men, right? So, you have this group of men, and they're all sitting around arguing with each other. All of them had different religious backgrounds, and they're arguing about their image, what they feel that their image of God is, all right? So, each man is going around, no, 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 no. This is what God looks like. Next man's like, no, 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 no. You got it all wrong. This is what God looks like. So they're all arguing for about 30, 45 minutes. And then they said, you know what? We're going to go to this real wise man and we're going to ask him because we know that he'll know the answer. He'll have the answer as to what God actually looks like. So they go into town now and they find the wise man. So they go to the really wise man and says, let me ask you, we're all discussing what God looks like and we want to know from you, what do you think God looks like? So the wise man pauses for a second. Then he says, all right, I want you to go and get me a large elephant. All right, get me a large elephant, and I want you to get me four blind men. So they go, they find this huge, humongous elephant, and they go and find four blind men. So then now, the wise man says to the first blind man, I want you to touch the elephant and then describe the elephant to me. So the first blind man, he goes up and he grabs the elephant's leg and then he says, this elephant is like a pillar. He said, okay. So he went to the second blind man and he said, I want you to touch the elephant and then I want you to describe the elephant to me. The second blind man ends up going up to the elephant's tummy and starts rubbing on the elephant's tummy. And he says, this elephant is a wall. So then he goes to the third blind man. He says, I want you to go up to that elephant and touch that elephant and then describe what you feel. Third blind man, he goes up to the elephant's ear and he says, this elephant is like a piece of cloth. He says, okay. So then he goes up to the fourth blind man. He says, I want you to touch the elephant and then I want you to describe the elephant to me. So the fourth blind man, he ends up grabbing the elephant's tail. He said, this elephant is like a piece of rope. Now, after all four of them described what the elephant was like, now all four of the men, the blind men that couldn't even see the elephant, they all start arguing with each other about no, 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 no. I'm right, you're wrong. And they're all arguing with each other about who's right and who's wrong. So then the wise man says to the other men, well, which is the right answer? So the men are there contemplating for a little while. They don't really even know how to answer. But the answer is all of them are right because they're all explaining what the elephant is based on their perspective, based on what they have experienced, right? And that's the thing about life. We all could sit here and argue about our way is the right way, but our way is based on our experience, based on what we've experienced in life. So what you come to realize is that most times there isn't a right way. There isn't just one way. It's all just based on how we've experienced life and how and our perspective of life, you know. And it's funny sometimes when you watch TV, especially a lot of these political shows, and you see people arguing back and forth about how their political views of their candidate is the right candidate, but their candidate is the right candidate because of the life that they've experienced, you know. And here's the thing, wise people recognize their own limitations and they try to understand not only their point of view, but they try to understand the other person's point of view because it makes life so much better when you can not only understand the way that you view it, but then you have a really clear understanding of the way that everyone views a particular situation. Fools are the ones that sit there and think that, you know what, their way is the only way and their way is the right way, because we have to just remember that everyone is going to feel that life is the way that it is based on their own experience. Now, I hope you guys got something from this story. And just remember, everything in life is all about perspective. It's all about what we've experienced. And life is more than just one way. It's more than what we've experienced. And, you know, it serves us so much for us to stop sometimes and not think that life is just only about the way that we see it, but look at other people's views, other people's perspective. It gives us a better appreciation of life. Hope you guys got something from this, and I'll see you next week.